Searching for one surefire investment? Start with yourself.
Hey, you guys, welcome back to Naughty Love Movement. It's your host, Naughty, bringing you the latest and trending topics, and I vlog my life. We all on Diddy neck today. We are waiting for him to be arraigned. It was supposed to be at 2:30, so it seems to be some type of delay. But we're gonna get into some other developments. And hopefully we can see him get arraigned within the next hour or so. All right. Diddy, for those of you who don't know, has been arrested on a RICO charge, basically for ex trafficking, prostitution, coercion, all type of thing. Everything that comes along with the RICO. But before we get into it, please thumbs up the video. I came on live through StreamYard so that if anybody wants to come up and sound off about their feelings, they can. All right. This has been a long time coming. And me living in New Jersey on the East Coast, I've seen a lot of his shady behavior through the years. Um, but what I am interested in with him being arrested, who's going to go down with him, okay? Because he had a lot of law enforcement in his pockets, okay? From LAPD to Miami PD to New York, all right? It's been well known. He has intimidated and paid off witnesses for years to avoid prosecution, So, like, how is this allowed? As law enforcement, it is your duty. You take an oath to protect and serve. All right. It's no way he should have been able to get away with these things for the past 30 years. No way. No way. So I pose a question to my Naughty crew. Who do you think the feds will have as their star witness? I mean, the list can go on. You have Jonathan Odie, Cassie, even Usher. He'll be a good witness. Justin Bieber, I think, will be a good witness. Y'all leave it in the comments. Y'all let me know. I was just watching Sean David Way. He made a lot of good points, about like Mary J. Blige and Little Kim. Little Kim has spoken out publicly about her disdain for Puffy, for him not holding her down when she was locked up. He didn't send a letter, a dollar, nothing. And she said out her own mouth, Puffy is all about Puffy. All he cares about is himself. And you hear that over and over again. I heard that with the Little Rod interview with Tisa Tells. He said that man is so self-absorbed to the point that he starves his artists. Literally. Literally. Hey, Corey. Yes, Kevin Liles. I did see that, Corey. Kevin Liles just resigned. I wonder why. What are you running from? Okay. So while we waiting for the arraignment, which they're running behind, but we're gonna get into the recent developments. And I did save that story, Corey, so we can get into it. For sure. He sure did resign. Hey, Corey, girl. Like, why would he resign all of a sudden? Is he afraid he's gonna be named? Makes you wonder, right? A whole lot of people are going to be taken down with Diddy getting indicted. You shocked about Kevin, but what did Diddy have on him? Here we go. Shout out to Spiritual World. Breaking news, breaking news. Please thumbs up this video, share, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on a path to 3,000 subs, okay? So breaking news, Kevin Liles stepping down as 300 Entertainment CEO. And Corey gave us some insight. He resigned from Warner Music Group, which is one of the major music groups. You got Sony, you got Warner, and you got Universal. All right, this letter is way too small for me to read. Let me try to get a bigger article. Please thumbs up the video while I pull this up. You're shocked? I'm not, because I think a lot of people are about to go down. I think Diddy was blackmailing people in the industry for years. And even though he wasn't a rapper or a real producer, because he stole all his stuff from other artists, he was a gatekeeper in the music industry. But why would Kevin Liles, CEO of 300, resign all of a sudden? Naughty Crew, I really find it all.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Let's get into TMZ article on Kevin Liles. Yes, I find it all quite suspicious and weird. Hey, be more shorty, we back. We waiting for the diddler to be arraigned. All right, so Kevin Liles quit. Shout out to TMC, Warner Music. Wonder why? I wonder why. Hip hop music industry vet Kevin Liles is resigning from his Warner Music Group executive VP gig. On Tuesday, Liles sent the company memo announcing his resignation as chairman and CEO of Warner Music 300 Electric Entertainment chairman, passing the torch to seasoned vets Raina Bass and Salim Bayab. I don't know, and Greg Nadell. So he posted to Twitter, he said, after a decade, it's time to pass the torch. On September 30th, I'll be departing Warner Music Group and our incredibly talented homegrown leader, Raina Bass and Salim Bayab, I don't know how to pronounce the name, as well as the outstanding Greg Nadell, have my blessings for the future. So Lyles has been with Warner since 2004, which formerly housed Diddy's Bad Boy Records, and he's been vocal defending the mounds of allegations against Puffy. Of course, the biggest music industry news of the day is Diddy's indictment. Prosecutors are investigating any felonious freak-offs, and everyone who knows something about them is understandably shook right now. And this telling me he is shaking in his boots. We spoke with Kevin back in April, and he told us he never knew that Diddy who got plastered in the media after all the allegations made in numerous lawsuits and stuck by him. Lyle's transitions will happen at the end of the month, and sources close to the situation tell us his exit could directly be tied to the massive shakeup happening at Warner. It's a lot of people about to go down. Several executives have stepped down, and Elliot Grange, 10K Projects founder and son of Universal Music Group chairman, CEO Lucian Grange, there's that name again, has been introduced as the new CEO of Atlantic Music Group. Okay, you only have a couple of music groups out there. The music industry, as we know it, is being dismantled, and you have to ask yourself why. Please thumbs up this video. Please thumbs up this video. Let me check. We're waiting on the diddler to be arraigned. Doesn't look like nothing's happening yet. They're standing live outside of the courtroom, so I'll just keep checking back. But it just makes you wonder why. What does the diddler have on all these people? They have, and according to the indictment that we went over this morning, they have a lot of footage that they recovered from Diddy's mansions during the raids. Also, they discover 1,000 bottles of all sorts of lubricants, Vaseline, baby oil, and things like that. And in Cassie's lawsuit, she mentioned that he required her to be baby oiled up for the freak offs. Oh, feel better, Corey. Yeah, you too, be more shorty. Yes, they was waiting. Well, on the tail end of this, as part of Diddy turning himself in, the narc that he is, put out an offer to the prosecution to put up his house. Okay? Even had the kids surrender their passports. All right, what do the kids got to do with anything? He's a horrible father. He is a horrible father. Because if I was a parent in this type of situation, I definitely would want to keep my kids away from all of this. I wouldn't even want them to be tied in. But they fighting for his life, child. They fighting for his life. And let's not, 50, he trolled him. Of course he did. Okay. So Diddy says he's no flight risk. Shout out to the neighborhood talk, and begs to be released on $50 million bond. His children have also surrendered their passports. Even the 1-year old baby love. Ciao. So the defense proposed the following bail package: a $50 million bond, co-signed by Sean Combs, his mother, his sister, the mother of his oldest daughter, and his 3 adult sons, secured by the equity in Mr. Combs' residence located at 2 West Star Island in Miami, Florida. The appraised value of the home is about $48 million. The home is unencumbered in anticipation of this bail hearing on August 20th of 2024. Mr. Combs paid off the remaining mortgages of about $18 million so that the home could be used to secure a bond and be free of a mortgage. secured by the equity of Mr. Combs' mother's home located at 450 Alton Road in Miami, Florida. Mr. Combs' travel will be restricted to the Southern District of Florida and the Southern District of New York to attend court, meet with his counsel, and attend medical appointments. Why he got medical appointments, Naughty Crew? Okay. I suspect, just like in the Sylvester Kelly trial, we will find out about all type of STIs that was spreaded. Okay. All right. So, which will address to the court in a separate sealed submission, as well as Eastern District of New York or the District of New Jersey, only to the extent that his travel to and from New York involves an airport in those districts. Why? Like, why is he expecting so much grace? Like, I'm mad they didn't show him getting arrested. I really, really am. All right. So Mr. Combs' passport was surrendered to his counsel on April the 1st of 2024. His counsel advised the prosecutors of this fact in an email dated the same day. Counsel will provide the passport to a pretrial service. The passports of the following family members who have already surrendered their passport to counsel after the raids of Mr. Combs' home: Janice Combs, Chance Combs, which is his daughter, Jesse Combs, Delilah Combs, and Love Combs. So none of the boys. None of the boys. I'm not sure, be more shorty. They are enablers. And even though it's all these allegations about the way he treated their moms. Okay. Now, I follow Inez, who is from the band. He's also from Philly. He put up a post. Hit me up for all interviews and podcasts. So he said, I'm gonna get my money while I can. People are trolling the situation down, okay? Even 50 Cent. 50 Cent wasn't going to miss out on an opportunity. Shout out to the Shade Room. 50 Cent posted to Twitter. He said, "Here I am keeping good company with Drew Barrymore. And I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube in the house." Child, I wish I could show you this. I'm on StreamYard. 50 is a hoot and a holler, child. This is a lot. This is a lot. Then AUSA argues Diddy shouldn't be detained just like Epstein and R. Kelly. Do y'all agree? He was a good rapper. But remember, Freddie P was saying how Diddy blackballed him because he wasn't. You tell Diddy no, he will blackball you from the industry. You will not work again. So AUSA, R. Kelly was detained. Jeffrey Epstein was detained on conduct going much further back in time. Keith Rainier detained on all three grounds, even though the violence was committed by others. His incentive to flee charges when he was arrested last night. The defendant is a wealthy man. It allows him to flee quickly without detection. His counsels have taken steps to minimize flight risk to set him up for the argument made today. But then his incentives were entirely different. He flew to New York 2 weeks ago. Ciao. So this is from the Inner City Press. So the AUSA, he had what appears to be narcotics found in his hotel last night. Pink powder that had previously tested positive for ecstasy and other drugs. This is a Heartland detention case. His package is woefully inadequate. It only focuses on flight risk. Good point. Good point. Do y'all think Diddy is a flight risk? Absolutely, I think he is. I think he's a danger to societies, and they're revealing that he has also been, yeah, that's the 2C. He has also been intimidating the witnesses, trying to pay them off. I covered a case with Derek, the inmate up in Michigan, who put out a restraining order to stop the sale of his homes. I know that's right. Be more shorty. Yes, yes. So let's check back in to see if he's been arraigned yet. Oh, Johnson and Johnson is trending after the whole lubricant was revealed. So he's an active addict. Whether he want whatever he's trying to portray is not working. Diddy, of course. This is just coming out. Morning Juice Box. Diddy offered He pleads not guilty to all charges. Of course he does, because he's a narc. Diddy offered to fork over a staggering $50 million as a bond. He wouldn't pay the amount in cash. Instead, he offered his $48 million Miami mansion and his mother's home as collateral, and said he will be willing to wear a GPS monitor and limit his travel to South Florida and NYC area. The court hearing is still going on, and a judge has yet to rule on this issue of bail. Do y'all think he's going to get bail? I don't think they're going to grant him bail. Let's see. Let me go back and check and see if they live. Please like the video and share this live, okay? I hope they keep him too. He want to pay. Y'all need to understand what's going to happen. If he gets out, he's going to continue to try to pay people off and intimidate witnesses. He needs to stay his behind right in there. He is a danger to society. And he was supposed to be arrested today, but they decided to do it earlier. And I believe, and we could hear the U.S. attorney speak on this again. He was intimidating witnesses. Nope, they still outside the courthouse. I wonder why they not showing. Sorry guys, because it's hot. They not showing why they not treating him like other criminals. Yeah, his money is dwindling down, especially after this bill. Hey, Veronica. His money is definitely dwindling down. Yeah, at least he cannot fly to Bali with Bustle Russell. Okay, I need to go get that ass too. Yeah, where is the mugshot? Like, why aren't the normal things happening like it would for any other criminal? Like, we saw the walk of shame for R. Kelly. We saw the mugshot. Ooh, Janet and Justin have the bulk of the money. You know, May spoke on this. He said that everything is in his mom's name and his kid's name. The feds was down with him too, though. Like, F all those officers that assisted him in making these crimes. Oh, everybody's live. P. Diddy is done, child. P. Diddy is done. For those of you who don't believe it, I'll be on a panel later on today. Couture Bays, she's having an open panel about this. Now they said he was going to be arraigned around 2. Oh, here we go. So remember I told y'all about Kalina, Diddy Dirty Money? I told y'all she was in his pockets and she was on his payroll. Okay. Diddy accuser contacted Kalina Harper at least 54 times following Dawn Richards' lawsuit. Witnesses, so assistant United States attorney, witnesses we have interviewed have universally expressed fear. The defendant has contacted witnesses who received grand jury subpoenas. He contacted at least one victim, and this constant contact with witnesses on September 10th, a week ago, Dawn Richards sued. Before September 14th, statement by Miss Harper, who is Kalina from Dirty Money, the defendant calls her 54 times in one day. Some of the way in which the defendant contacts witnesses and victims are meant to evade. He uses intimidation. Told you she was in the pockets. She was being paid. I told y'all. But everybody quick to call Dawn a liar. And this is why he got arrested yesterday instead of today. Kalina was in her own abusive situation. Her husband worked with Diddy. When Dawn tried to help her out of a situation, Kalina turned on Dawn. Okay, breaking news. All right, it's on site. This is from It's On Site. They're saying bail has been denied for Sean Diddy Combs ahead of federal indictment, a XCX trafficking racketeering charge. There's no video. I just think this is clickbait, but I'll check. Thumbs up this video. We gonna follow this. I'm gonna try to get a press pass if it's if it's open to the public to go over and get some of this coverage for y'all. Let me see, Diddy. That's from It's On Site, but I don't know about that source. I have a strong feeling his bail's gonna be denied because of his behavior. So Billboard, this is 6 minutes ago. I think that was clickbait. Billboard. Well, let's see what they have. Sean Diddy Combs denied bail. Will stay in jail until trial in SCX trafficking and racketeering case. This is 4 minutes ago. Shout out to Billboard. A New York federal judge denied bail to Sean Diddy Combs at an arraignment hearing on Tuesday, September 17th, leaving the once powerful rapper and music executive behind bars as he awaits trial on sweeping allegation of SA. The charges unsealed earlier on Tuesday accused Combs of running decades-long racketeering conspiracy that includes XEX trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, and bribery. If convicted on all charges, he potentially faces a sentence of life in prison. At an initial hearing Tuesday in front of a packed Miami courtroom, Combs formally pled not guilty to each of the three charges he is facing. His attorneys also requested that he be released on $50 million bond, saying he surrendered his passport and submit to constant monitoring. Why there ain't no news coverage? I want to see the video. Why he getting treated so kindly? Okay, it's denied. Breaking news: Bell denied. Let me try to find some coverage for y'all. Thumbs up this video. It has been on CNN. Let me go.
So following as well. This is, of course, a shot outside. The thing that we're following this afternoon that many people are also following as well. This is, of course, a shot outside of that New York courtroom where we know that Sean P. Diddy Combs has officially been charged with sex trafficking and abuse charges. They are there in the courtroom right now deciding whether or not if he will receive bail in this case. The judge just returned from a very brief recess. In just a few minutes, we did just get this update in from AP. It says the judge is refusing to grant bail to Sean Diddy Combs, orders him sent back to jail where he will await sex trafficking trial. Very important that we just get this update in here live. Sean Diddy will not have bail in this case. Again, this was a major part of what his lawyers were arguing for, and potentially even putting up a $50 million proposal in order to make sure that did happen. It will not be happening. In fact, I do want to pull up this tweet as well here. That just shows you the same thing. Again, this is breaking news right here on Live Now from Fox.
Breaking
A
news.
judge has refused to grant bail to Sean Diddy Combs, orders him to be sent to jail where he will await his trial. Again, his lawyers have said that he did plead not guilty and that he is innocent in this case. I want to read this other tweet that we have here from inside the courtroom. The judge said that there was significant violence, weapons around as well. Also, coercion of witnesses, even gentle coercion can be effective. The type of behavior we're talking about happens behind closed doors. And I thank your family members for coming, but I cannot release him. We do also know that today, Sean Diddy Combs' children also attended the courtroom. Some of those, he does have 7 children, 3 adult boys, and several minor girls that are his kids that are under the age of 18. But again, the judge is now refusing to grant bail. Another live look there outside of the courthouse where we are expecting to see the family members of Sean Combs potentially exit, as well as possibly hear the latest from prosecutors or the defense team now that we know he will not be granted bail. He will be sitting in jail while he awaits trial. Again, with these things, they're always so fluid. We'll continue to bring you the latest as we learn more right here on Live Now from Fox. Again, another story that we're going to be keeping a close eye on. I do want to take you now to Arizona, where we did talk about the fact that nearly 100,000 voters may be impacted by an error in the courts in the system.
All right, that's a story for another day. Well, he has been denied bail. He tried to put up his Miami home as collateral. Also, he surrendered all of his children, his female children's passports, not the males, which I find naughty crew. I find that.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
And I pose to you, who else do you think is going to be dragged into this RICO? Because it is a RICO. Um, I suspect somebody who coined the phrase
You
of
ever been swallowed up? Swallowed up.
it could go either way. Let me tell y'all something, naughty crew. There's a lot of people right now shaking in their boots because if you're even caught on any of that footage, you can be called in to either testify or you could be charged as a participant in this RICO. And people gonna do everything to save their behinds and not go down with them. But just think about how many people have been associated with him through the years. Usher, Neo. Just think about just the people that have been named in the lawsuits that have come out in the past like 8 months. Cuba Gooding Jr., Young Miami, Daphne Joy, your little sex worker, okay? Yes, no more steak and lobster. Now that he gonna find out what it's like to be starved like his artist. That's what he about to find out. He about to find out what it means to be a bitch. For real. Let's see if he'll still be saying, take that, take that, take that when he behind them bars. But I also want to raise this to you, Naughty Crew. His life is in danger more than anything right now, even though he's locked up. I take you back to Jeffrey Epstein. How convenient it was for the guards to be asleep and the hotel was empty. Even Ghislaine Maxwell said out her own mouth. She said, I believe Jeffrey was red rum. Okay, thumbs up this video. Hey, Bright Eyes. Yes, there are so many people that can go down in connection with this. Child, his life is in danger more than everything because just like Jeffrey Epstein, Diddy followed the same formula as him. He used video footage and camera footage as blackmail. Epstein followed the same formula. And when you know too much, Naughty Crew, you already know. Hey, the baddie. When you know too much, you already know. Especially if you got some of them elites. And you see what happened to Epstein. So breaking news, breaking news. Bail has been denied. He will be held. Yes, without bail, which I suspected. And now his PR team is doing everything to deflect. This is what he does. Shout out to the neighborhood talks. They just dropped this. Diddy's lawyer says Cassie hit Diddy in the head with the cell phone prior to the attack in the hotel hallway. Claims she had been cheating on Diddy for years with her current husband. She been cheating or he wouldn't let her leave. That's two different things. Let's see what it says. Things heated up for Diddy today in New York courtroom. Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agnafilo, spoke about a few of the accusations posted against Mr. Combs, including the infamous hotel hallway footage of him attacking Cassie Ventura. His lawyer states alleged that Ventura attacked Diddy first with the cellular device after going through his phone and seeing that he had another girlfriend. That I call bull swinky. Okay, so two people were in the hotel room. An issue that Mr. Combs had more than one girlfriend. Okay, victim one was looking through his phone and saw that, then hit him in the head with the cell phone and took his clothing. So he comes out in a towel. His Diddy's lawyer goes on to say that the two were very much in love, but did in fact cheat on each other for years. He claims that Cassie actually was seeing the trainer, Alex Fine, that Diddy hired for her and eventually started a family with him. But later, it doesn't matter because guess what? It doesn't matter because Cassie was not his wife. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what she did to him. She did not deserve that beatdown she got. It's not on camera what she did to him. It's on camera what Diddy did to Cassie. Yes, Big Mommy. Diddy's Illuminati membership must have been canceled. Absolutely. Corey says his PR team needs to go have several seats. Yes, you still put your hands on a female no matter what. Thank you, James. I don't care how you had to spend it. At this point, we know what we know. It don't matter what happened before the end. He came out and apologized for the dark times. Man, go ahead. All right, it's coming out everywhere. So he is facing racketeering conspiracy charges, and that carries a term of up to 20 years. He's also facing ex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion. There's a mandatory minimum of 15 years and a maximum life sentence. hmm And then also transportation to engage in prostitution, up to 20 years. Please feel free to donate to this channel because you already know YouTube is not going to let me be monetized because of the things we're talking about. And count four is kidnapping. That carries a life sentence up to life imprisonment. If you remember in Dawn Richards' lawsuit, she recalls an account where he trapped her in a vehicle and she was unable to get out, and he left her in there for hours until her father came looking for her. And when Dad wanted to press charges, Diddy threatened the family, threatened him, threatened her career, everything. There's another count, count 5, forced labor. That carries a term up to 20 years. And count 6, obstruction of justice. That carries a term up to 10 years, okay? If convicted on all charges, Diddy could face multiple decades in prison with his homeboy, Sylvester, and Harvey, okay? Look, and this is just New York. We don't know if LA and Miami have something cooking. All right. So if it convicted of all charges, Diddy could face multiple decades in prison, with some counts carrying the possible of life imprisonment. Let me tell you something, Naughty Crew. All of this began with the Adult Survivors Act that was opened up in New York. Okay. And I did a video on it long ago when I first started my channel. I know someone who was directly affected by it, but that opened the floodgates for all these predators to be exposed. Cat Williams said it. All you predators will be exposed. What's done in the dark will come to light. This is the year of reveal, Naughty Crew. Yes. He not going to get off on all of these. And you know when the feds come down, they make sure. We already know what their conviction rate is, okay? And even if, all right, because some people may argue, oh, I've seen Weinstein, a lot of his stuff getting turned over. It's still going to take him years to work through that, okay? Years. And a lot of money, which they drained the swamp before he went in. All right, so Diddy has been denied bail. We have the CEO of Universal Music Group, Kevin Liles, I believe his name is, stepping down. There's other people that are going to go down with this indictment. It's a RICO. And they said over and over in the indictment, they mentioned all his companies, his staff, his employees. Like if you help arrange hotel rooms, if you help arrange XCS workers, if you help clean up the rooms after the freak offs, if you help set up the supplies, you know, the baby oils and the lubes and stuff, and the DRUGS, you could possibly be indicted. There's a lot of people in trouble, Naughty Girl. There's a lot of people in trouble right now. There's a lot of people scared. And you're going to see a lot of people lawyering up. That's what they doing. They on the phone. Usher on the phone with his lawyer right now. Scared. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even Justin Bieber. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Neo. Probably even Trey Songz. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Thumbs up this video. Hey, Max Keys. Big up, big up. It is going down. I've been on the diddler's neck. Hashtag no Diddy. Okay? Because on the East Coast, we been knew he was a creep. We was just waiting for the proof. Kevin Hart, too. He was hosting that party when he discovered a dildo, a butt plug on the bed. And that's when Diddy was admitting that him and Usher used to sleep in the bed together and fight over Cheerios when he was a kid. Make it make sense. Mary J, Lil Kim, you know, I think they've been quiet because he got stuff on them. And a lot of times, a lot of these people were rugged. So a lot of times they don't have no memory. Stevie J, his boyfriend, number one contender. Diddy down bad. Let's see if Stevie J will keep windmilling the way he has been for his boyfriend. Mm-hmm. We already know he got a lot of tapes on Stevie J. Faith Evans. What about Faith Evans? Yes. Yes, they was fighting over Cheerios, child. Faith Evans, yes. See, Diddy got so brazen. and so puffed up with his ego, because he really like power and control. That's what he addicted to. He started spilling his own tea through the years. He started calling men daddy out loud. Y'all remember that first Drinks Champ podcast with Fabulous? And he was like, "What's up, daddy? Why you don't like to party with me no more?" Yeah, Stevie J gonna have to get a job. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He gonna have to get a job, or he gonna have to become a male, streetwalker. Cheek Mills, yes, honey. Yes. So I'm interested to see how many people are now gonna speak out now that he's behind bars and his power is being taken away. That's nasty, Jay Brown. We're not talking about your cheeks. We're talking about Cheek Mills. That's nasty though. All right, so it's everywhere. The judge refuses to grant bail. And just by his legal team bringing up Cassie and his relationship makes me feel like Cassie is a star witness. Please respect my chat and respect YouTube guidelines. If you don't have anything to say, nice, do not say anything at all. You think Diddy about to tell on everyone to save itself? That's possible. Ooh, Be More Shorty, Naomi Campbell, Busta Rhymes, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, Fabulous, Stevie J, Switz Beats, Dirty Rock, wait, Rock Meat Mills. I'm DJ Yuckademics. Yes, so many people. So many people. And I can only imagine what's on that footage, child. It ain't just about SCX, okay? Because this Illuminati activity, okay? Because I can only imagine what else was on them tapes that they will require people to do for humiliation rituals and things like that. Now, can they keep Diddy safe while he's detained? That is the question at this point. And why they offer him so much privilege? Like, can we get the mugshot? Is he still in there pulling the swings? All right. But I can tell you, these last few weeks, I think he knew he was about to go in. The writing was on the wall. So he was doing everything from whitewater rafting, walking on the beach. Um, Even when he got to the city, he was going around. It's people still dabbing him up. Like, it's okay what he did. And see, that's the double standards about the black community, because you got certain ones that will coddle this behavior, but I'm telling you, they are just like the diddler. Y'all don't think he's NPC? Please like the video. Like the video. I think he's gonna be in protective custody. It's been all about the Diddy today. And I hope Wendy Williams gets soon and come back, because I want to hear her take on this, because she busted this wide open years ago. 50 Cent busted this wide open years ago. But he has been enabled by law enforcement so that he can continue to be the career criminal that he is. Let's just talk about it. But I'm definitely interested to see who is going to be brought down with him, because they are going to be
Never been swallowed up, swallowed up.
they all going to get swallowed up with Diddler. Thumbs up the video. Yes. I dropped the link if anybody wants to come up and sound off before we close the show. If not, that's okay. Because I will be over on Couture Bays live in about an hour, about 6 o'clock. We'll be going live. Wendy have been telling the truth, and look at what he did to her. Got her fired. She had to go to Philly to get work after she exposed the diddler for who he is. Okay. Um, Miss Jones in the morning. She was also threatened by Diddy. Now she's back on the radio. I love her new morning show or whatever because she's giving me like 92,000 vibe DJ or whatever. But Miss Jones had been exposing him for years. A lot of people have been exposing him for years. That's why I was telling y'all on the East Coast, we been knew about this. We just waiting for the evidence. Mm-hmm. Yes, Free Diddy gonna be in a solo cell. Yes, Miss Jones. I'll bring that up. Miss Jones talks about when she was threatened by Diddy. And I have been dating. And let's not forget,
Like in that. He already threatened to put me in the trunk of a car. What? And it's on tape. You know when we take you back in the room to do commercials after you do an interview on the radio, and we and take you in the back, and he didn't know that the tape was running. And if I hadn't heard it, I wouldn't have believed it. And Little Kim said, "Leave Jonesy alone. Jonesy don't hurt nobody. Stop." I don't. I cannot. He already threatened.
okay, that's Miss Jones. That's back in the day, and she spoke of it recently. Let's not forget Lori Ann Gibson on the band, and he threw a chair. He is known for throwing things at people. Lil Kim speaks on Diddy. Hold on.
It's all about himself a lot of times. Because he never be his puffy. At the end of the day, like, puffy is puffy. He will, I mean, it's all about what he can do, what he can give to people. That's it. Puffy it's all about himself a lot of times. Because he never really did nothing for me. I mean, when we were coming up, yeah, we had to do things for each other. But, like, I judge by what happened afterwards. When I was locked up, and here's where Puffy should feel really bad. When I was locked up, Puffy never put a fucking $10 bill, a penny, a quarter in my fucking commissary. He never fucking wrote me a letter. He didn't try to come see me. None of that. I got people like Oprah. She wrote me 3 letters, right? At the end of the day, like,
Okay, that's Lil Kim words. He treats people horrible. When he has no more use for you, he discards you like last week trash. Diddy is all about the diddler. Okay, no, I don't have. I have PayPal, but it's not connected to all of this. I have Cash App, Super Chat, Super Sticker. Right, that's Little Kim. All right. How about Foxy Brown? Now she was on the West Coast the night Tupac was deleted. Okay, she was dating Corrupt at the time. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. He has so many enemies, but people were silenced because of his power. So that's why they took the time with all these lawsuits to debunk his power. Because people were scared. People were scared. People were scared. Well, Bell has been denied in this case. Naughty crew. All right. I'll keep my eyes out. I'll even look into trying to get a press pass if this is open to the public. And I'll go over to the city and get the inside deets for you guys because I want to hear it from my own ears. I want to see what's going on. Why we don't have a walk of shame? Why we don't have a mugshot? Okay? What's up? What's up with that? They are going crazy with this 1,000 bottles of lube. I knew Kalina from Dirty Money was in his pockets because that girl ain't dropped that album in I don't know how long. Mm, mm, mm. But this is the biggest news. And then not only that, Kyle Lyles stepped down from his role as chairman and CEO of 300 Entertainment, which is Warner Music Group. Oh, thank God you off the plantation, child. I'm just checking to see. Okay, now Diddy's attorney is speaking out now after bail was denied. Let's hear what he has to say. Shout out to the shaver.
We have a bail scheduled for March. Carter, the district judge. We have a bail scheduled for tomorrow at 3:30 in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case. I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think it came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's looking forward to clearing his name, and he's going to clear his name. And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things. This was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And we're going to fight this case with everything we have, as is he. And eventually he's going to be shown to be innocent. And so tomorrow we fight again, and we'll fight every day until we don't have to fight anymore.
What happened last night instead of today as well?
I don't know. The question is, why did it happen last night instead of today? I don't know the answer to that question. I just want to make one point very clear. We have no power. All we can do is show good faith. He got on a plane and he came here. And if he stayed here for one day before the case started, or for 1 year before the case started, he was going to stay as long as he needed to stay. It ends up being only 12 days. That's fine. That's what the government wanted to do. The government didn't want him to turn himself in. He came here to turn himself in. Why doesn't the government want him to turn himself in? Because then they can't ask for detention. So they go and they arrest him. They arrest the guy who came to New York to turn himself in. But we're going to make all these points again tomorrow, and we'll make it as much as we can until we get him out.
Will you appeal the bail?
So that's all I have.
If you appeal the bail?
Yeah, tomorrow. But what was the question?
Will you appeal the no bail?
They're gonna appeal the bail.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. We're appealing the decision to hold him without bail.
When is the next court hearing?
Tomorrow at 3:30. 3:30, same place. Bail tomorrow at 3:30, same court. Different judge. He's doing fine. He's a fighter. He's a fighter, and he's gonna fight this. All right, I'm gonna go. I don't get into that stuff.
Okay? So did you guys hear? They brought in the relationship with Cassie because the prosecution is using her as a witness, and they're trying to dismantle that relationship because Cassie corroborated a lot of this, along with Jonathan Odie, which I don't think. I think Jonathan Odie gonna be a surprise witness. Thank you so much, Veronica, for the super chat. Thanks for the commentary. You are so welcome. Lindsay Clapperman, cuffed up Combs. Yes. Big Mommy Shark said people were scared because we all watched him get away with papowing a woman in the face. Right. And Natanya was on Tisa Tells last night. She is working on bringing charges against Diddy because she said he was never formally charged. She is the only one from that 1990 shooting that succeeded with suing Diddy successfully civilly back then in the 90s, and he proceeded to harass her for years after he settled. Right. Why is he still talking about Cassie? Well, the attorney could talk about Cassie, but not the diddler, okay? He turned himself in early because he didn't want the media getting a shot of his perp walk. Yes. R. Kelly is innocent, Big Mama. I doubt that. I'm gonna play it again for people that are just joining. Please like the video. This is Diddy's attorney speaking out after the bail has been denied. Here we go.
We have a bail appeal scheduled for tomorrow at 3:30 in front of Judge Carter, the district judge assigned to this case. I think that we made the points that we've been wanting to make. I think it came out. Mr. Combs is a fighter. He's going to fight this to the end. He's innocent. He came to New York to establish his innocence. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of the charges. There's nothing that the government said in their presentation today that changes anyone's mind about anything. He's been looking forward to this day. He's been looking forward to clearing his name.
Who's looking forward to being arrested?
And we're going to stand by his side as he does. We believe in him wholeheartedly. He didn't do these things, and this was a 10-year relationship. There's no coercion. There's no crime. There's basically just, someone who brought a civil case and now is finding themselves as a witness in a criminal case. And
Okay. Cassie brought a civil case and now is a witness in a criminal case. You heard him say that. I'm telling you, Cassie is going to be the star witness. Okay. He should have settled. He should have settled. I'm interested to see what Couture Bay's panel is going to be about. They're going to keep denying his bond. I think we're going to see other indictments. Right. But just understand that Diddy's lawyer is doing his job. It's his job to spin the media. It's his job to try to drive the narrative for his defendant. And he was caught with narcotics in the hotel when they arrested him. So, I mean, come on. So he has pled not guilty, Naughty Crew. He is innocent until he is proven guilty. That is the way America's justice system works. So he is presumed innocent, but I think they did this for the safety of the witnesses, okay? Because although they're trying to conceal identities, Diddy has video footage of everyone and everything. So he has a record. He has a record. So he has been denied bail. There's news reporters outside of the courthouse from all over. I wish I could show you this. Hold on. Let me see if I can put this up. So y'all can see. All right. And I want to be one of them reporters, okay? Because we've been waiting for decades for this. All right. So Sunny Hostin, she breaks down the charges against Diddy Combs. Let's hear what she has to say.
Attorney said he would plead not guilty.
Right.
To all,
This is from the View.
to everything. And RICO cases or racketeering cases are not that common, but racketeering convictions are very common in the federal government. Federal prosecutors generally don't lose these kinds of cases. And this was more disturbing to me. It's only 14 pages, but within the 14 pages, it describes mob-like behavior. These cases are generally brought against mobs. So they are describing a criminal enterprise that involved trafficking of underage people across state lines to have sex, and they dubbed them freak offs. They raided his homes and found 1,000 vials of lubricant. Yep. It can be used as evidence of a freak off because they also have, they were calling these orgies basically that he orchestrated as a
with
criminal
underage
enterprise
girls.
with underage girls and
And some of
commercials and some of age and
Yeah.
commercial sex workers traveled across state lines, which
Yeah.
is illegal, illegally. And he had guns. He had AR-15s with defaced serial numbers, taped phone calls. Yeah. And when you put all of that together, that's a max of 20 years to life.
Okay, that's Sunny from the View.
This is Lil Wayne.
I ain't even get to the Super Bowl stuff, y'all. Child, I'm trying to figure out if I really care. Rest in heaven, Rich Homie Quan. Yes, they do have footage of his funeral. All right, and I think that's about it. All right, so Diddy is arrested. The judge has denied his bail. His kids even surrendered their passport. His daughters, I should say. Don't y'all find that kind of crazy that only his daughters surrendered their passport? I just find that.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
But I'm gonna keep my eye out on this case, Naughty Crew. I'm gonna see what I can do to get a press pass to get over there in the city, so I could get some firsthand information for you guys. But I'm interested to see who else is gonna get indicted. And Kevin Lau stepping down from Universal Music, I find it kind of suspicious, and I think we gonna see that a lot of these mofo's are.
You ever been swallowed up, swallowed up?
So wallowed up, okay, honey, okay, because TD Jakes he could end up on a chopping block. It's not for. I don't care how you try to distance yourself. If they find you on the tape, they're gonna bring you in for questioning. They're gonna bring you in for questioning. They're gonna bring you in, but I'm interested to see who else is gonna be tied up in this whole scandal with Diddy. This is gonna be the biggest trial of the century ever since R. Kelly got taken down. That was the last one, and Epstein and everything. Please thumbs up the video, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We are at 2,924 subscribers. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. We're almost there. And I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for my mods, my subscribers, my future subscribers to come, and I do my best to just stay consistent. I'm a one-woman show. But I wouldn't be able to do this without my Be More Shorties, my Veronicas, my Lindsays, my Big Mommies, my James, um, Latoya, Kim Delivers. I would not be able to do this without y'all. I would not be able to do this. So I appreciate every last one of you. It looks like for now, Diddy the Diddler is a sitting duck. All right. So I appreciate the super chats. I appreciate all of the support from you guys. Please just like, comment, share. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and follow me on all my different social media platforms. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm sure there'll be more developments. Diddy's lawyer did say that there's another arraignment scheduled for tomorrow. They plan to appeal the bond, which I'm sure, in my opinion, it's going to continue to be denied. It's going to continue to be denied. Like, he did all of that, put up his house for collateral, made his daughters surrender their passports, even baby Love, who can't go nowhere without her mama. Yeah. Uh-oh. The media surrounds the shade room.
You can drop. What's up? All right. Yeah. The attorney have anything to say? How are you feeling, sir? Is that anything? What's your baby? What's your baby? And you'd like to share any comment? How important was it for you and others to be here?
So that's Quincy. That's all the boys. Christian, Justin leaving the courthouse. Of course, they're not going to respond. They're very media trained. Make sure y'all get registered to vote. The deadline is coming soon. All right. So I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all all have a beautiful, blessed evening. I appreciate every last one of you too. All right. Hold on. He shouldn't have put the kids through that. I don't think it's right that he put the kids through that. I think that's horrible parenting. Just like I didn't think it was right that his drug mule was on the same plane as his twin daughters. It shows how deep his addiction is, seriously, quite frankly. But who's going to be next? Who's going to be attached to this? That's what I'm wondering. I have a few people in mind. People that have been ducking and dodging and trying to disassociate themselves. But we'll be back tomorrow with more updates, and then I want to get into the Super Bowl fiasco, which I think is a whole big distraction. But yes, I agree, Veronica. He shouldn't put his kids through it. But I just also been noticing Jay-Z has been in the press a lot, and I find that all quite weird and suspicious. All right. So y'all have a beautiful, beautiful evening, and make sure y'all, as y'all move through your evening, you
Ever in
drink.
life, I stand on business. You drop me somewhere, I stand on business. You drop me in your hood, I stand on business. I don't feel like you stand on business. Yeah.
Make sure y'all stand on business and protect y'all neck. All right. And you know, over here, Not a Crew, we embrace our haters.
And I wanna say thank you in case I don't thank you enough.
We embrace our haters. So until next time, Not a Crew, I'm out. One.